Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has officially become television's biggest surprise hit. But behind all the laughter, the cast is revealing a story of pressure, passion, and persistence that few fans ever see. From its premiere in October 2024, the show exploded onto the scene, rising to the top as TV's #1 new comedy. What began as a heartfelt spin-off from Young Sheldon has evolved into something far bigger, a standalone success that carries the emotional weight of young adulthood, family, and love, all wrapped up in humor that hits close to home. But success doesn't come without expectations. For Montana Jordan, who plays Georgie, that realization hit fast. He's grown up on camera, first as a kid on Young Sheldon, and now as the head of a new series carrying massive ratings. He admitted in a recent interview that stepping into this role feels like carrying a weight bigger than ourselves. The pressure isn't just about numbers or viewership, it's about living up to what fans want and deserve. And those fans have big expectations. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage isn't just a sitcom. It's an emotional continuation of Young Sheldon's legacy. People tuned in to see where Georgie and Mandy would go after the chaos of early parenthood, and what they got was a charming, funny, and surprisingly real exploration of young family life. The show's mix of humor, vulnerability, and nostalgia has struck a chord, making it one of the few modern comedies that appeals to both old-school CBS audiences and a younger streaming crowd. Emily Osment, who plays Mandy, has been open about the challenges of stepping into this spotlight. Known for her Disney Channel days and a long list of acting credits, she's no stranger to TV fame. But this time, it's different. Emily has said that the stakes feel like higher than ever, because the show represents more than laughs. It's a story about resilience, compromise, and the messy, funny truth about love and family. She's confessed that sometimes the pressure gets overwhelming, not because of fame, but because of the responsibility to keep the characters honest. She said, "When people tell us that scene felt like my life, it hits you. You realize you're doing more than performing. You're reflecting people's real experiences." And that's exactly what keeps Georgie and Mandy special. It's not just about sitcom antics. It's about the in-between moments, the exhaustion of parenting, the awkward family dinners, the money troubles, the dreams that don't always go as planned. The series manages to capture that slice of American life that's both chaotic and comforting. Montana Jordan has talked about how he relates to Georgie's struggle to figure it all out. As a young man navigating adulthood himself, he says he finds pieces of his own life in the character, the uncertainty, the hope, the humor that helps you survive it all. But even with that authenticity, the weight of being TV's #1 new comedy looms large. Networks expect more seasons, more laughs, more growth. Viewers expect characters to evolve without losing what made them lovable. And critics are always ready to judge whether lightning can strike twice. The cast admits that while it's thrilling to be at the top, it's also nerve-wracking. Emily Osment joked that sometimes she can't even check the ratings until days later because she's afraid it'll make her second-guess her performance. Montana Jordan said it best, "We're grateful, but we're human. The pressure doesn't go away. You just learn to carry it." Still, there's plenty to celebrate. The chemistry between Emily and Montana is one of the biggest reasons the show shines. Fans constantly praise how natural and believable their dynamic is. Playful, tense, tender, and hilarious all at once. The two have become one of TV's most talked about couples, inspiring endless fan edits, social media threads, and even a wave of Georgie and Mandy fan fiction. Their on-screen relationship isn't the picture-perfect kind of romance. It's messy and human, full of small fights, inside jokes, and moments of forgiveness. That's what makes it real. Behind the scenes, the writers and producers are reportedly working hard to keep that magic alive. The show's creators, who were also behind Young Sheldon, have said that they want Georgie and Mandy to stand on its own feet. They've hinted at future episodes will explore how the couple's family continues to grow and how they juggle ambition, parenthood, and identity in a world that feels constantly changing. There's even talk of expanding the supporting cast, introducing new family members and neighbors who bring chaos and heart to Georgie and Mandy's small-town life. And then, of course, there's the rumor that has fans absolutely buzzing. Dolly Parton. Yes, Dolly Parton. Montana Jordan joked during a recent press chat that it would be his dream to have Dolly appear on the show. He said, if anyone could show up and make Georgie straighten up real fast, it'd be Dolly. The idea caught fire instantly. Fans started speculating about what role she could play. Maybe Mandy's grandmother, maybe a mentor figure, or even a celebrity who visits Medford, Texas. Within hours, social media was flooded with posts, edits, and hashtags like Dolly on Georgie and Mandy. It's no surprise why fans love the idea. Dolly Parton's charm and warmth fit perfectly with the show's tone. Her southern roots, her humor, and her ability to blend sincerity with comedy would make her a natural fit. Viewers have even started fan casting entire storylines. One popular idea has Dolly arriving to help the couple through a financial crisis, teaching them life lessons in the most Dolly way possible. Another theory imagines her appearing as a guardian angel-like figure in one of Georgie's dream sequences. Whatever the case, the buzz around a Dolly cameo has only fueled the show's hype, proving that Georgie and Mandy has truly entered pop culture territory. But what makes this series endure isn't just its potential guest stars. It's the emotional honesty that runs through every episode. The cast has repeatedly credited the writers for weaving real-life themes into the humor. They've tackled everything from postpartum exhaustion to financial strain to marriage disagreements and self-doubt, all without losing the heart or humor that keeps audiences coming back. And fans have noticed. Online forums are filled with heartfelt posts from viewers saying how much the show means to them. Parents have said it feels refreshing to see a young couple portrayed as imperfect but loving. Others say it's comforting to see a small-town story that doesn't mock rural life but celebrates it. That emotional connection has become Georgie and Mandy's secret weapon. As the cast prepares for future seasons, they're aware of the expectations, but both Emily Osment and Montana Jordan say that what keeps them grounded is remembering why they started, to tell a story that feels true. Emily recently said that despite all the pressure, she feels lucky to play a character that reminds people of resilience, a woman who's figuring life out one day at a time. Montana added that for him, the goal is to keep Georgie genuine. He's not perfect, he's not always right, but he's trying. And I think that's what makes people root for him. There's a sense that the Georgie and Mandy cast understands the delicate balance they have to maintain between success and authenticity, fame and relatability, laughter and truth. They know they've captured lightning in a bottle, but they also know how fragile that can be. Still, they're not running from the pressure. They're embracing it, using it as fuel to keep pushing the show forward. So, as Georgie and Mandy's first marriage continues its run, one thing is clear. This isn't just another sitcom. It's a story about life, love, and the beauty of trying your best when things don't always go as planned. It's about laughter through chaos, family through frustration, and love through imperfection. And maybe that's why it's become more than a hit. It's become something people genuinely care about. And who knows, if Dolly Parton really does step into the world of Georgie and Mandy, it might just become one of those rare moments in television that people talk about for years. A mix of heart, humor, and a little bit of magic. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this one.